How about the fellas flipping the script in the second preseason game? A statement made by the Washington Commanders early on in preseason game number 2. You have the starters out there opposed to 30 sitting out like you did in New England, and it was a night and day difference early on. I think the defense did a really good job getting after it against Joe Burrow in this Bengals starting offense. I know the Bengals ended up scoring on the opening drive because of a kind of cheap penalty call on Noah Igbenogany down the field, who I think actually had a really good game today. Was a guy that set the edge multiple occasions and provided some stability at the cornerback position, a guy that I was really excited to see them bring back this year. But how about the running back room? With Brian Robinson seemingly out the door, a four-play drive that only took a minute and 50 seconds for Jaden Daniels to scramble 14 yards into the end zone. A 40-yard run by Chris Rodriguez to set things up. Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. The Bill train is real. We saw that vision. We saw the burst that we had heard so much of people ranting and raving about from Commanders training camp, and he looked really good out there. If this team can run the football effectively the way they did early on in this tonight during the regular season, they're going to be almost unstoppable offensively. First play of the game, you get a touch to Deebo Samuel, who takes it 19 yards. That is something you love to see. You didn't even have to have your quarterback throw the football in this preseason, so that's a big win for the Washington Commanders. I think Javon Kinlaw made his impact felt on the defensive front. I think those guys did a really good job in this game. One, plugging gaps and just stopping the run up the middle. I think that was something that looked a lot better in this one, and that's going to be a big part of how they find success defensively. The pass rush has been the most consistent thing about the Commanders during training camp this year, and those guys got after today. You felt the impact from Dietrich Wise, Jacob Martin, a guy that was brought in from Chicago, and looks like he's got a great chance to make this team. You felt the impact from those guys. Dorrance Armstrong as well. Overall in this game, first half, loved a lot of the things I saw from today, and then Jalen Lane as well really popped for me in this one. I know there's been a lot of scrutiny under the Commanders' offense as they've been under a microscope without Terry McLaurin and Noah Brown out there for the most part. Which receiver would step up? I think Jalen Lane really did today, and he didn't even have a chance to have Jaden Daniels throw him the football today. So big win. Got to see Lane pop a little bit. Overall, a big-time bounce-back performance for this Commanders team. A lot of good stuff to move forward on as they get geared up for the third preseason game and the final one against the Ravens on Saturday.